I'm Helen Friedman with Americans for a Safe Israel, and we are here at the 92nd Street Y in New York City protesting against the fact that good Jewish money that goes to the UJA and goes to the federations, donated by well-meaning people who think that their money is going to go to help Israel, to help Jews in America. Instead, it's going to fund people like Alice Walker and Roger Waters coming to this establishment and speaking to hundreds and hundreds of Jews and spreading their hatred for Israel, their anti-Semitism, and their advocacy of boycotts, divestments, and sanctions against Israel. So we are saying that we can't have this anymore. Enough, Dayenu. And from now on, we insist we're going to keep being here. We're going to advertise this unacceptable behavior, and we'll stay here until the Y organization, the board, and so on, change their pattern of anti-Israel programming. And what I've discovered also is that New York City gives funds to these organizations too. And I spoke to the city council people, and I said, no public institutions should get any funding from not only Jewish organizations, but city organizations, if they preach hatred. We cannot have hatred against Christians, Jews, even Muslims, nobody. Unacceptable. Programming should be educational, should be informative, and this is not what they're doing. So we're saying enough, and we hope that our message will get through. Today we have people from JCC Watch, led by Richard Allen. We have people from a lawyers group, led by Robert Seedy, and we have many members of AFC who always come to support us, plus lots of individuals who heard about it through the internet, through Facebook, through the tweets, and they just came in support. And we're finding that there are members of the 92nd Street Y who are getting the leaflets that we're handing out, and they're shocked by what they're hearing, because the Y has a vast program. They do a lot of athletic programs, they do jazz, they do a whole series of things. Not all of their programming is anti-Israel, but the fact that some of it is, and Jewish money is going into this, is something that must be stopped.
My name is Richard Allen, and I'm with JCC Watch, which is an organization that is working to make sure that Jewish charitable groups do not support BDS. And BDS happens to be the Boycott, Divestment, and Sanctions movement against Israel. So we believe that Jewish organizations should not be sponsoring and subsidizing speakers that are pushing the BDS movement, meaning pushing to boycott Israeli companies or pushing for sanctions against Israel. And what the 92nd Street Y has done is unbelievably taken money from Jewish charitable sources, people who want to support the state of Israel, and not telling these donors exactly what the money is being used for. So we now have a campaign called Close Your Wallet, basically saying that they should not be giving money to groups that sponsor and promote the boycott, divestment, and sanctions speakers against Israel. And that's why we're here today. I think that what we have is that we have a Jewish leadership that has failed us in New York City. We have the UJA Federation. There's a fellow by the name of John Risquet, who in the past has worked with Noam Chomsky unbelievably. And so we have people within the Jewish charitable community who actually are pushing an agenda. And they support groups that favor the boycott of Israeli companies to march in the Israel Day Parade. So amazingly, in New York, we have the Jewish communal organizations pushing for groups that call for a boycott of Israel to march in the Israel Day Parade. It's outrageous. And we are trying to educate the Jewish public and educate the donors that it's time to close your wallets. It's time to say no. We will not give money to help support the demise of Israel. And it's important that we realize this, because there are forces that are working within these Jewish organizations to divert large sums of money to promote hostility towards Israel, and we want it to stop. The next level is we're going to be here every month. Every month we're going to have a large contingent in front, and we're going to be talking about this. And we're going to make this a major topic within the Jewish community. We want this to be addressed. We want the UJA Federation to stop funding these anti-Israel activities. It's wrong for the UJA Federation to be using Jewish charitable money to push a horrible agenda against Israel. And if they say they don't do it, it's wrong. It's not true. If you take a look at it, they forced the JCRC, which is the Jewish Community Relations Council that sponsors the Israel Day Parade in New York, to have groups such as B'Tselem, Partners for Progressive Israel, groups that are virulently anti-Israel, pushing an anti-Israel agenda. And why they're allowed to march in the Israel Day Parade is outrageous. I'll give you an example. One group called Partners for Progressive Israel calls for a boycott of Chava products, of SodaStream, of B&B Bagela, all sorts of Israeli companies. How could we as a Jewish community allow these people to come and march in our parade and educate our children that it's okay to go against Israel? There is no way that it's okay to go against Israel. There is no way that we should be using UJA Federation monies in order to support these outrageous outcomes. And we really, as a Jewish community, have to put a halt to it.